Hello. I have no idea if everything is gonna work out fine tonight. But hey, hi. How are you doing? Welcome back. We're playing more Genshin tonight. Genshin, I know, right? Okay, so here's a problem. I don't know if you guys can tell, because I can tell very much. My two monitors has vastly different contrast and saturation and stuff like that. So I don't know if I'm oversaturated right now. I might be. So I'm just gonna change that real quick. Yeah, I think that looks better now. Alright, hello. How are you guys doing? Welcome back. Today, we have to rush Genshin because tomorrow I won't be exactly free. So I don't know if we have time for Genshin tomorrow. But tonight, however, we're gonna do Genshin, which means we're not gonna do those Thailand scuffed vlog clips review. None of those tonight. We're jumping straight. Is the volume alright? We're jumping straight into Genshin. Now, because I changed my monitor to a 2K monitor, like 1440p, I don't know if the game is gonna show up right. And by that, I mean... Oh yeah! Oh yeah, everything is not showing right, alright. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Seems to fit now. Alright, main goal for tonight. Finish Nahida Archon quest. We're rescuing her from the grasps of... Do I have a cut on my finger? The grasp of our enemy. That mostly being this organization known as the Academia. And also this guy who thinks he's a god, but he's clearly not a god. So we need to put him into his place. So... Last time when we did this, which was 2 days ago, we had a problem where we stumbled across Nilu, which I started her character quest, and then she was busy. But now I got to a point where she's not busy. I hope she doesn't stay busy afterwards. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We shall see how it goes. Now, tell me if the frame rate is bad, because it's obviously going to put more stress on my GPU now that it's like 1440p. Why does it still show windowed? This is clearly not windowed. Okay. Alright, so last time we need to go somewhere and finish up the Nilu quest. But now I have no idea what we're supposed to do. Hold on, let me check. Okay, Nilu is busy with another quest. I hope she stays this way for this character quest. If not, I have to keep coming back, and that's gonna be a pain in the butt. And don't want to do that. Oh shit, before we start, we should probably convert one of these condensed resins, which you cannot because I'm capped out, you dum-dum. Taku, you dum-dum? Of course you can't do it. Everything should be fine. Everything should be fine. Everything should go according to plan. How are you guys doing? How is your Wednesday? It's already midweek. I hope you're having a fantastic day so far. I also realized yesterday, a little bit too late after I ended the stream, that there was somebody's birthday in our viewers, in our chat, and I forgot to congratulate them. And I felt bad because I said that I will congratulate them yesterday. Well, I said I was going to congratulate them on Monday to them on the last stream. And I forgot. I still remember up to that point, but I forgot. That's kind of bad.
You are not welcome here.
Make yourselves a move.
Ow.
Here! Germinate!
Position. Dance with the wind.
Yeah. Should be that. Should be that. Should be that. Random push go. Random push go. Okay, good. Now, I have not studied how to play Nahida. I have no idea how Nahida actually works and what's the optimal way to play her. But I managed to get 36 star with, of course, Raiden national team and this team, Nilu plus Nahida team, by absolutely just swapping in and out and pressing all the skills and burst. And it turns out it works completely fine. Crazy, right? Crazy. So it's really broken. That shows how broken this team is. The fact that you just do not have to even concentrate, do not even have to think too much about what skill you're using. You still have to put some thoughts, like, you know, obviously you can't just go to Kokomi and use a burst and then just swap out, because that would be a huge waste. You get what I mean. Alright, Nahida quest. Nahida quest. Where is it? Where do I go? This way. Hello.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your missions?
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari. Unfortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Oh yeah, he got struck by lightning. The lightning that was spawned by our very, very good friend, Scaramouche, the Balladeer.
Who was behind it?
The Balladeer.
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer?
Let's go with the Balladeer.
After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya.
Oh?
So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message.
What message?
All right. I'll remember that. Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now.
Was I not paying attention, or did they not say what the message was?
To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Huh? Wait, you mean that's it?
Oh yeah,
Well,
that's it.
What else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, to fire us up now?
Huzzah!
Personally,
Is that how you
I'd
do it?
rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them. You... Ugh.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something
So
to that effect, then I
insufferable.
must reiterate that I'm here to strategize and not to lead. So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Oh.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
Oh.
I know that. So what?
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my employer.
Who's your employer?
Employer?
What, me?
Yep, the Traveler hired me.
Oh yeah, we did. We hired her with a smile, didn't we? Oh shit. Yeah, she asked her for a smile as a payment.
That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Hip hip hur- No, wait, that's not it.
Boost morale.
Let me think about it.
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Nilo!
Oh, it's Nilu! Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Nope.
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Judging from the group and all your serious faces,
Right?
you were discussing something important, weren't
Mm-hmm.
you? But you
Yes.
also look like you're up to no good.
Whoa. Yeah, no.
Seems pretty interesting.
It's not no good. It's very good, okay? It's actually for the best of the society that we are conducting here, okay? The thing, the operation, I mean, what we're discussing here, what we are theorizing here is for the better of the society. We are not up to no good, okay? We are law-abiding citizens, and that too, I swear.
Welcome, Nilu. Would you like to join us?
Huh? Join you?
Yeah, some theory crafting. Yeah.
You mean you also want to discuss something important with me?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes. Something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Huh? Wait, you're seriously inviting me?
Yeah. Haytham tells Nilu of the plan of Day. Nilu was shocked at first, but it isn't long before she... What?
I can't believe my ears. You are truly the bravest and most passionate people of Sumeru, well, that I've ever met.
Ah! See, told you we weren't up to no good. It's for the better of Sumeru.
Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well.
Hey, thank you.
That's right. I must admit that I'm a little scared.
That will be fine. We know how well you do with Dendro. We'll be fine. We're a good team. Oh, we will be a good
But
team.
I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can somehow use my abilities to help you, then count me in.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Nice.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
Discreet. Oh, yeah. That's
All
the
the
right word.
preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
Yep, it's time to save the god. Or a god.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
It's hard to believe everything that has happened till now, and our actions will bring change to many things tomorrow.
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super awesome.
That's right, so... just get a good night's sleep, everyone. It's not a bad advice. Hey! I thought long and hard about this, okay?
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation can be the difference between success and failure.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently. It's been nice.
Oh
and
shit,
quiet.
nice.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Wait. Were you living with someone else? Wait, who? I want to know.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow. Okay. So I guess that means it's time to say goodnight now.
Mm-hmm.
Yep! Good night, everyone!
Alright, coolios. Wait, what? She's not gonna be busy with her quest again, right? Fuck! Oh no! No. Tell me it ain't so. Nidu, come on. You gotta reserve your time for saving a guy, right?
Your publishing house. Today is the Academia's Neogarbaha Day. We can finally put it.
Okay, I fucking hate this, man.
Oh, Haytham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Yep, got it. I hate it when you go to the map and you cut back, and Paimon just stops. At least let her continue the dialogue, right? And not just like straight up cut off the dialogue. Oh.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Oh yeah, definitely. I stood there in front of the stage for the whole night. Whole day even, almost. It was a good sleep. I can sleep standing. Believe it or not.
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the sun was almost up.
So you didn't sleep?
What about you all, Haytham?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource.
And we also told everyone to get a good night's sleep.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
I have a feeling that maybe our Haytham doesn't have that part of, what's it called? The medulla? That part of the brain that controls emotion. Maybe it's not exactly intact. Right? It's like somewhere here? Here? I don't know.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again?
Sure. Yeah, just in case.
Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it. Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
What was that?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly
Did the sound just
talents
cut off?
alone. In the Sanctuary of Surasthana, there's a device of Greater Lord Rukadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it could no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't forget, today is Nyagarbha Day, arguably the most important day to the Academia. The sages and core Academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that they can be entered into the Akasha. All the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone, and the Academia's grounds are flowing with all sorts of people. It's the perfect time for an infiltration. When the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process, that's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon.
When you put things that way, the plan does feel a bit unrefined. Yeah. Just
Well,
talking out
yes.
my ass, I have no idea
That's
what
just the
he's talking
visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the Academia should have already started preparing for Nyagarbha Day.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
about. Yeah.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or?
Yes. Were you
Yeah.
expecting a
That's
stealthier
exactly
approach?
what we're gonna do. I don't see no other way to go in.
Alright, it's all on Al-Haytham if things go south.
That's right. Blame everything on him. entered academia together with Al-Haytham. Where did he go? Al-Haytham! I just realized that my microphone is extremely delayed. Oh my god. Hello? There we go. Okay. God, when did that happen? Oh man. Look behind me. I see Pikachu. What? Look behind me? You mean in game? What?
Welcome to the academia.
What? Hey, Kulumi. Hello. Wait, what? What? How you doing? He does what? 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 I'm so confused.
I will send you to Jesus.
Expound! I don't understand. What? What's happening? Oh my god, I have so many events I need to do. I need to rush this, Nahida. Yeah, I gotta finish this. How you doing? You're just in time for the big heist. Yep. We are robbing the god. Sumeru god.
Scribe?
Scribe?
Please, wait. Are you Scribe Al-Haytham?
Oh, Scribe Al-Haytham. Oh. Calm down, Paimon. It's gonna be fine.
Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Oh, shit! He saw us!
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the Haravatat Darshan.
But wait, hold on. I got a phone call. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Back to apparently PTSD.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me.
Only 3rd place? Now you gotta get the 1st place to even say anything about me.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking.
Ooh.
Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think. Don't tell me the answer.
Tell him the answer.
The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler. Outside guests. So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And you were gone from the academia for so long because...
He was hunting me down. Yes! Yes! There you go.
Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct conclusion.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, Scribe.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just guess?
Well, his mind went really far and just thought of some random stuff that he thought would be the logical answer. The fact that because we told him we are actually not the outside guest. And he said like, okay, if I exclude that possibility, what else can it be? Maybe it's this? I'm gonna say it is.
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea?
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with.
Nah?
That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. Their obvious farces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Wow.
Wow.
So there are special ways to deal with smart people. We don't even need to make up our own excuses.
Right.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic if we missed our window of opportunity. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Got to rescue Nahida. Nahida! Man, to think these are all smart people. Quote unquote smart people. Are we starting? Is this where the cutscene begins?
Is this the Academia's library?
Oh, wait a second. I've been here before.
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
Oh.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
I mean, we can just give them the same questioning and they'll go like, oh, you're not an outside guest. I realized what Alhaitham just did. He just went like, these are not the outside guests you're looking for.
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nagarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their own matters. Just act natural. Now, hurry along.
Act natural. Hide for now and wait for an opportunity. Hide where? Hello, I am acting very natural. This is how I naturally walk. Yep, that's right. I skip and hop and dash around.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Oh, I was wondering what that was for.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Great Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
True, true.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there?
Maybe.
And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind you.
Uh-oh, busted.
You're... What's Grand Sage Azar doing here?
No idea. Oh no. We've been compromised.
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Ah, that fucker.
Great sage. I didn't expect you to care so much about me. I'm
sure. But compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct?
That
It's
we
a
are.
pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum.
It's not too late for you to stop.
Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand and have no intention of making a reckless stand.
No,
The foot
of course
traffic
not.
here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
You're not gonna kill us? Are you gonna logic the shit out of us?
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
Good. That means there's no way out for him too.
All right then, Traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain you all.
The Fatuis are not to be trusted. They have ulterior motives.
You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
It's not filtered. They are doing something.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me?
A gnosis? Maybe benefits of some kind?
Worthless.
Worthless?
Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work.
What?
Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom.
Okay.
We shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it.
You say it's the pinnacle of human wisdom, but in the end you're still relying on the god.
You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion.
What about Lesser-Lord Kusanagi? It's not like Sumeru didn't already have a god of its own. Tadaima!
Gods exist
Long
on a
time
plane
no
that
see.
far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali. What can she even do?
Oh, she can do a lot of stuff. Hey Casper, long time no see! How are you? You've missed out the last two streams, but that's alright. We barely just scraped a bit of Genshin and reviewed a lot of the vlogging clips that I did. So if... Is it? Did I put it in my vault? It might be in my vault if you want to see them. Or you can wait for like a month when after I finish editing them. Yeah. How you doing? How have you been? It's been long. 3 weeks actually. Sheesh. Maybe even 4. A good month.
Care for the people? Fend off sandstorms? Fabricate silly fairy tales? These are but child's play for the Academia. Does that make us equal to the gods?
Wait. Care for the people. I mean, not very far away, but yeah.
We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom.
You mean the forbidden wisdom thing that people were not supposed to know, which caused like these plights and illnesses, which was actually not caused by, was caused by the Lord, the Crimson King And then your previous god spent all her powers to rectify the situation, and later she expanded her energy and became small, in which you thought is another god.
The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like?
A little girl? Why not?
With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana, so our academy will not become embroiled in turmoil.
Why not just let her go free?
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
The small god is not Nahida though. Timeline doesn't match. The small god? Wait, what? You mean the Lesser Lord? Does it not match? The cutscene is way before that. Was it? I can't remember. I don't know what to say.
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my assignment.
Oh, Hatham? Are you talking about us?
What are you doing?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble.
What is happening? Is this part of the rules?
Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about him ready for your perusal.
Oh, Hatham! So you're still on the academia side!
Wait. Shut up, Paimon. Shut the fuck up.
Trust you!
Shut the fuck up. I think this is part of the act. I think that thing was when we were asked to, you know, think very closely about Nahida, and it will be recorded. I think, right? Right? And now it's going to get implanted into him?
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe.
No, that wasn't it.
As it is Niagarba Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information presents itself.
Right, an AI learning tool.
To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons.
So when you say that, do you mean to include your general Mahamatra as
Are
well?
you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion?
No?
In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcomes coming to pass.
I only remember the saying of greater power comes greater responsibility. I've never heard of that before.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but I suppose you had mentally prepared yourselves for this, no?
What do you mean?
Your ploy was to sacrifice the Traveler here, was it not?
What?
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. I will spell things out.
Oh, please do.
First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range.
Have you gotten Nahida? Yes, I have. And I used her with Nilu in the Abyss, the Spiral Abyss. And let me just say that I do not know the rotation at all. All I did was randomly swap in and out between characters and using their burst and skill. And it was very easy to clear. You built her? Yeah. Well, sort of. It's not well built, but it's decent. Decent enough that I can get 36 star in the Spiral Abyss, so why do I need to build her further? Yeah. Nahida and Free Hydro. No, not exactly. I tried that, but I died. Because the thing hurts so fucking much. Okay, this is what I think. You do Nahida and Free Hydro only if you use Nahida as a on-field DPS. But if you're not using Nahida as an on-field DPS, you have to go 2-2. 2 Hydro, 2 Dendro. And because Nahida doesn't have too much HP, I tried to use Free Hydro and Nahida and I ended up killing myself. Well, almost killing myself. Because Kokomi can only heal with her squid, her jellyfish. Yeah, I wanted to use her as an on-field, but I realized very quickly that if I want to do that, I need to bring 2 healers. Right? Not just Kokomi, but also Barbara. Because I tried to do Nilou, Kokomi, Yelan, and my HP was dropping really fast.
Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Yes.
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino, who had defected from the Academia.
And?
With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%? What do you think?
1%.
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave you my report.
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan.
No, we didn't know this was part of the plan.
If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work.
The impression is really different with English VA. Yeah, that's what another viewer has told me. That the Chinese VA of Al-Haytham is different.
Sneak into the Academia on Nia Garbaha Day, using Al-Haytham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise.
Okay.
Should your intentions be discovered, Al-Haytham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside the Academia and continue searching for a way to proceed forward. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person. I suppose this is also a part of your plan?
No?
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say. No, even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's regular operations and the development of Sumeru's future academic systems.
So...
However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial compared to what we stand to gain from our great work.
I still don't understand what you're gonna gain from letting the Benedict become a god. I seriously don't know what you will gain.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru, betrayed its Archon.
So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards!
Are we fighting? Oh. I hit him? What? Oh! He used the knowledge. He used the forbidden knowledge. Where did you have that in your hand?
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power. Azar! He has gone completely insane.
No! We should read that
Take
knowledge.
him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Oh. But what? Wait, what? Oh, this is a grand heist, alright.
Don't lock us up! Let us out!
Shh, we'll be fine, Paimon. Shh, shh. Yeah, you suck at acting. Okay, Paimon, you suck. Wah!
Yeah. Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh?
Not bad, but worse than mine.
Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too.
We can relax for the time being. Can we? No, that was close.
We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up.
Yeah, because we never got into the part of the plan. Because the game just skips the plan. And then now we have to go remember the plan.
Right, right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the Traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk he poses to them. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control. And with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
This part 5 is all dialogue. That means I can grab my popcorn if I have one. I don't have one.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more
Hey,
important
Fancy,
task
hello,
once he's in
welcome back.
confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's
How you
custody,
doing?
Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail for.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness.
Okay. You're winding down with some for the night with some dinner. Nice. What you having?
However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Okay, so we need to find Nahida now.
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Alhaitham modified.
What did he do?
I thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless?
Nah, they think the Akasha is completely under their control.
Alright, so what now?
Well, first, we need to find this place that is the biggest signal in this room, and then we'll try to connect with Nahida.
Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida after all this time. Let's do it.
Do it!
There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal.
Hey, Hufaba. Oh, I forgot to turn on my bot off. This is why I haven't streamed for so long. Where's my bot? Bot. Wait. Ooh, noodles! Nice! I want some noodles. I had some curry tonight, which was like Japanese curry. It's like kind of sweet. I didn't like it. Not exactly like it. It's good. But if they said it's a vindaloo, I expected it to be spicy. If they put a chili icon next to the curry, I expected it to be spicy. It was anything but. I was expecting it to be very spicy. But I didn't taste any spiciness. Especially since I came back from Thailand, I was like, oh, I'm down for some spicy food. Oh, wait, what's this?
Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed?
Oh, we have to look at the beeping on our ear. Okay. Wait, isn't the logical place to go higher? Over here. That's beeping quite fast.
Whoa, it's Mora.
Oh.
Ooh, Mora. No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure.
Yeah, Paimon, we're not here for treasure. We're here for another treasure. We're here for God. Okay, look out ear. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Is it blinking? Still blinking? Okay. Somewhere here. Can I do this? No? Oh. Oh shit, here it is. Whoa.
Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything?
It's faint, but I have a signal. Prepare to connect with her consciousness now.
Please work.
Hello? Is this the realm of consciousness? Moshi Moshi! Nahida! Nahida's not moving. She really has sealed off her consciousness. Can you think of a way to wake her up? How do we do that? Oh, what's this? It looks like some kind of barrier? Is Nahida using a barrier to isolate her consciousness from the outside world?
Nahida!
Traveler spoke again?
Hey, Nahida!
He's speaking! Dang it. She isn't reacting. Seems like she can't sense me.
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their hearts. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Nahida!
What now? Is there really nothing I can do? But she's right there in front of me. I can't just give up like this. I had already left her behind once when the doctor first appeared. I can't do that again.
Nahida!
that cryo?
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing? Am I really not needed? How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
Who are you? Whose voice is that? It sounds familiar.
Ooh.
You're right, though.
Ooh. Dale.
I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
That can't be animal. It's too blue to be animal. Animal is very green. It's very green tinted. You know, it's more closer to like whitish blue than animal. No, I get the animal skill. You hold it and then it's like that, but that's not the color of animal, right? I don't know. I haven't used Animal Traveler for so long.
Nahida!
Dude, can we... I don't mean to take this sadness away from you guys, but can we have an F button that just shouts Nahida, and can we bug it out so we can keep shouting Nahida? Nahida! 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 Nahida!
Nahida?
Nahida? Nahida!
Did you wake me up?
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Why are you here?
Are you gonna say anything but Nahida, Traveler?
We're here to rescue you.
Oh, thank God.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just... when I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
Good, you should be.
You should have been angry ages ago.
I'm awake. How long have I been asleep?
Oh, you're back! How's everything?
She's awake.
That's wonderful news! Great! We weren't locked up for nothing. When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sounds outside.
And?
You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarbaha day stuff?
I guess they finished entering the all the knowledge capsules.
Yep, so that means our next act is Nilu's performance.
Oh, let's go. Wait. Wait. I never finished Nilu's quest.
Nilu.
Oh, good.
Are
okay,
you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, and...
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, so I won't say more on the subject. But if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
What was that?
Don't worry. They've been through worse. Everything's going to be fine.
I will admit, sometimes I skip the dialogue a little bit too fast. But that I was playing on auto and I did not click it. It just went on itself.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back. Be careful, even if it's only for our sakes.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
The quest changes a bit after you do the Arkham quest, does it? Oh. Oh. Can I teleport? Fuck. Well, time to run up. Gotta save my god.
Nilou, how's it going? Nervous?
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm worried I won't dance well enough.
You'll be fine.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take care of everything else.
You sure know how to talk. Taking all the credit, even though we came here together to help out.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a meal after all this ends. I really, really appreciate all of your help.
Ooh, that sounds great. Huh? How can we say no to that?
I really
All
like
right,
this guy's voice.
let's get back to
For some
business.
reason.
Nilou, we'll be here to keep people from going to the academia.
It sounds
so they
really
don't
comical.
interrupt your performance.
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped. It's really dangerous there, so stay away.
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh well, I guess it does sound like something the academia would do.
It's a good line. I'll give you that. But the delivery, a little bit bad. Could be better. If you say it with that tone, nobody will take you seriously. Like I said, your voice is very comical. Your whole personality is very comical. I don't think you can deliver that line in a very serious way. Not like that, no.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Go, 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 go.
Hey, Nilou.
Vihar.
Sorry, it's great to see you, but
Vihar?
I'm really busy right now. Do you want some
Oops,
candy?
sorry.
We have more than we can give out.
Vihar, thank you so much for doing all of this. And even dressed up as the Knight of Flowers, no less.
Nice.
I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance, and I'm about to start one.
You have a point. The stage is cleared and everything's ready, so you can start your performance at any time.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful. All right, time to hit the stage.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
Cutscene. Oh, nice! Another dance.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Well, they though.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Yeah, they're enjoying it, alright? Wait, Lancelot has escaped, go into the city and detain her immediately. Oh. Got so much for that plan. Yes, Paimon?
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by.
Oh. Is that our cue?
Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage?
Yeah, it sounds like Nilou has completed her task.
Yep. It's great that everything seems to be going well. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha?
Well, he pretended that he had been corrupted. Do you remember when he rushed towards Grand Sage?
Oh, so that's when he did it!
Oh yeah.
Paimon was too nervous to notice. Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Ormos when everyone else was distracted?
Mm-hmm.
It's a time-tested trick of his.
Oh, he can maintain his composure when things get chaotic. That's why he can pull off these kind of things.
Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood boil. Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now anyway, and it'll help us feel more confident.
Alright, here we go again.
Nilou's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the Academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the Doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
Oh.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance.
How so?
I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the Academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Oh.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it.
Huh.
We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyargarbaha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban, and so the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated, but it seems like if everything goes
the message
well,
of
we'll
Lord
be able to get rid of
Kusanali
all the guards
has
in the
escaped.
Academia without any effort.
That was the false information,
That's
right?
pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards, how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced. They will view everything the Akasha releases to them as the unequivocal truth.
That's basically people using Google too much. And just take the first 3 results of Google and be like, yep, that's what I needed. Yep, that's exactly what I thought it was going to happen. This affirms my conspiracy theory.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Yep.
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilou.
Nilou of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in person.
All right. After the guards and the Academia are gone,
then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine.
Oh! Oh! Alright, they're still here.
Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the Academia in droves.
How did you whistle like that? I want to know how to whistle like that too. Just like...
This is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop, but outside the Academia, this is our hunting ground.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
Damn. is so hot. When can we poo for her?
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give
Was
the
it
sages
3.5?
enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
Yeah, all they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the desert. The only advantage they might have is their numbers.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of 30, but they have a completely different reputation.
3.5 is gonna be a long time. Yeah, cause after this, we're only 3.2. I think 3.3 is still a no. 3.3 onwards is gonna go back to 6 week like schedule, right? So it's only gonna get longer. Man, I kind of dig this 5 week like schedule, but they're gonna go back to 6 weeks.
Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated to teach him a good lesson today.
Indeed, the trap has been set. All we need to do is lead them there.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak will be the key.
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
He'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our faith in him. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person, after all.
You've got a point. Anyway, I think I see them coming. Let's head out.
Good luck.
Do we get to play as Dea? No!
This outfit.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run away from them.
Yep, make sure to run with your arms open like that.
Of course I do.
Yep.
I'm just a little nervous.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, we won't leave you behind. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa. Won't
that's
get
right.
Cold feet.
Don't
Hey,
get cold
they're
feet.
here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath and go. You can do that.
Do it. Oh, what kind of I'm not doing anything.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan.
Oh, what?
No time.
Hide behind the house. What? What is this mini game?
Let's have a look behind the house.
What?
What should I do next?
Hide towards the left?
Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Dude, you decided to go look behind the house.
Just behind the tree. What should I do next?
Can I not go back?
The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Hey, stop! I saw you. Don't try to run.
The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
It says find a good opportunity to dash out. You didn't find a good opportunity to dash out. You just dashed
Doesn't
out.
seem like anything unusual's around here.
Looks like the guard finally left. I need to go.
God damn it, Isak.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
Because you're dumb.
They found me. This is bad. Where should I go?
That I don't know. That the Grand Bazaar.
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali
I think that was a bad
to the
idea.
Grand Bazaar. Assemble and arrest her.
Was it? Is that where the trap is? Did I do it right? I did it right.
Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Did they mention to lure to the bazaar? I guess I wasn't paying attention.
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
No, you said assemble.
Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on? I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
No, you actually got caught.
Little brat!
The time just rewind.
So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly are you all? Eremites from the desert?
No.
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition or a personal grudge. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
How do you whistle like that? Teach me. Oh, are we fighting? Can we use Dea?
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the desert somehow ambushed us!
Less talking and more fighting.
All your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourselves!
Can we? No. No, of course not.
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Nyagarbha Day ceremonies, but it's much quieter than usual.
I guess what?
Where are the guards?
Yeah, where are they?
Have I not seen a single one? Guards? Guards!
How curious.
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
You're not a guard.
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought you knew.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest?
The dancer.
I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali will take revenge on us.
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed her? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the Traveler are already in our hands.
Ooh.
What manner of trickery did they employ?
Magic.
How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear into thin air?
Magic.
Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Oh.
Let me check.
How do we tell him he doesn't know? How do we tell him?
Here. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the Traveler that Alhaitham submitted?
Oh.
No.
No.
I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring?
Oh.
Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali's status. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No, I haven't. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us.
And so you would assume
information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves. Then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning that way?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you trying to use my words against me?
Oh, that's not
No,
fact,
Grand
is it
Sage.
now?
I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
That's not a fact.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanctuary of Surasthana on my own.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Man, I just realized they have used the Akasha the whole lifetime and they never questioned it.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it.
No, don't go. Don't do it. Don't do it. The moment you open the doors, they're gonna come busting out.
Impossible.
Oh shit, she
That's
actually did
impossible.
escape.
There must be something wrong with my eyes.
No, she's still there. Oh. Eh, she really
What a
appeared again.
comical sight, Azar.
Oh. Whoa.
Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino, have you been waiting for a chance like this?
The fuck she has been waiting for chance? Did you, dude? It came out from your own mouth that you saw that your Akasha already calculated that Sino is gonna go up to you, like head to head, one on one, and fight. Where else do you think he'll appear?
The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me, but I didn't expect it to turn out like this. I was careless.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha. You're still the same as always.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate with Alhaitham and the Traveler.
People change, Azar. Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Then tell me, what have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Surasthana. Under your own regulations, even Academia staff are forbidden to come here.
Oh.
No one will come to save you. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A serious crime.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamat?
No, he's gonna straight up like torture you and kill you,
No.
probably.
I want you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
Oh. Oh. Oh.
We have to wait. Paimon wants to know how things are going
Shit.
out there.
That's badass.
Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Hopefully something bad didn't happen.
Yeah, don't think like that. We must trust our friends.
Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be locked up in here for the rest of our lives?
We must believe.
Thinking about it, at least Paimon has you. We could still chat like this.
We must have the resolution of that. That characters. I forgot the name of the guy who wears glasses in Tomodachi game. We must have his resolution and keep on trusting till the end of time. Even we are on the verge of dying, we must believe that our friends will come.
When Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of Surasthana, Paimon can't help but feel sorry for her.
See? What did I say? Just gotta believe.
Here comes your savior.
Mommy!
Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You're scared off your wits just now.
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here. It felt even more tiring than whacking them. I'm exhausted.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
With those small hands? Nah.
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of? Oh, are you ticklish?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish.
How's Nahida?
Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the academia are all taken care of.
Nice!
The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the sages bossing them around. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
No.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time. So, how's Sino doing?
He's torturing that dude just fine.
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands, so he probably does too.
I hope he's gonna come out
forced
sane.
him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. He has no choice but to obey. So, hurry to the sanctuary of Surasthana. Assuming nothing weird happened, we
Something
should
weird
have already
definitely
rescued
happened.
Our Archon.
That all sounds amazing.
Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came together last minute to save the Archon, you know? Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Okay, so when does the Balladeer come into play? I know we're still in Act 5. We still have Act 6. We're not even done with Act 5. Nahida? No Act 6? What? There's no Act 6? Oh, it's just one long Act 5? Oh, I always thought they released 2 acts. Okay, never mind. Again, when does Balladeer come into play? It doesn't feel like he's gonna fit in anytime soon. Oh, the fucker is gonna summon him, isn't he? Oh. She's free!
Should I say it's nice to meet you? This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body.
We finally meet.
Thank you so much for coming to rescue me, but I also need to apologize.
Why?
During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this, and created so much trouble for you all.
No, don't worry about that. You've also helped us a lot too. So it's fine. Her VA actually sounds so different. Yeah, I'm not really exactly a fan of her VA in English. But we're playing in English so I don't have to read. Right? You deserve to be free.
Exactly! We're here because you're a good Archon and one of our friends! Thanks, you two. Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. I can't even tell if I just woke up or was only now born into this world. My concept of self has become so clear. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling.
Oh, are you talking about the VA's actual like real life speaking voice? I have actually no idea what that sounds like. The Academia's God creation plan, saving Irminsul.
This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Archon, and now she needs your help to save her country. And in the entire world.
Nah, that's fine.
It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure that everything will work out. There's one more thing. What is it? For all the things the Academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as their Archon, I will make them pay.
Oh, she is not a merciful god. Okay.
Wow, that's the spirit! You're finally standing up for yourself and not letting people walk all over you.
I wonder what she's gonna do to them.
I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly?
I mean, yeah, right? You're right. If you don't know how to become a caterpillar, you'll never get to the stage where you're fat and eaten enough to become a cocoon and then become a butterfly. You are right. You're not wrong. This is the knowledge that only you yourself could have discovered.
Yes, true. That reminds me. I wonder how far along the Academia is with their god creation plan.
Pretty far.
We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it.
Nice.
First things first. I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions.
Ooh.
The Akasha will then be like how it originally was, only operable by the Archon. After all, the Academia betrayed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's trust. This might take some time. In the meantime, you should also work on your own preparations. If we don't stop the god creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough fight.
So now is when we go stop the Balladeer.
You might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up.
We could. Or we go straight into the fight. Yeah. Oh, wait, is it 4 o'clock the next day? Use Nahida near fire and left click. And you find fire. Fire. Where do I find fire? Is it fire in this town? I'll try it later. Do I need to bring any special element? You know what? Let's go in blind. What's the worst that could happen? Me not being able to clear it?
How's it going, Nahida? I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant. Oh, also, this is for you.
What the fuck is that?
Huh? What's this little floaty thingy? It's a small device I put together just now.
What?
You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal.
It's so big.
You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations. Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon!
Because it floats?
Those small things that float!
Aha.
All the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon because she isn't unique anymore!
No, whatever. You speaking like that is what makes you special, okay? It's all okay, Paimon. You're still as annoying as ever. You look completely different from you too.
It's alright, Paimon. It can't replace you. It's only a flying device, but you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend.
Hinting of flaming another game? Wait, what other game?
Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you.
Well, fuck you too.
I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. I wasn't trying to comfort you. Nahida, you're a natural at this. What you just said made Paimon even happier. By the way, there's something I need to confess.
What is
Even
it?
though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, I'm not very good at fighting.
That's fine.
You may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. However, I'm not as well loved as Greater Lord.
Oh, we love you. That's more than enough.
If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support.
Don't worry, fighting is my forte.
I'm glad I can rely on you. So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting? That actually sounds about right.
Yeah.
I've located where the false god is. Time is of the essence, so let's skip to it.
Wait, we're gonna have a skip button? Wait, what the fuck is that? What did that say? The quest location is currently involved in other quests. Please check the What? Fuck's sakes! What's this? No, you cannot abandon. That's the thing with freaking Genshin. You cannot abandon quests. It's crazy. Okay, I need to pee. I'll be back. Okay, so no elevator music. Oh shit, you're right. You see, I told you I haven't been streaming for a long time and I forgot how to stream. I'm a bad streamer now. I'm just a streamer who doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, anyways. What quest is this? The Whoops. Oh, Tignali's quest. What is happening here that is taking up the place that we're supposed to be fighting the Balladeer? Ah. Ah.
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass. Do you have any?
Tignali!
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
You don't have to buy it today. You can buy another time. Me and Nahida have to fight somebody that is gonna wreak havoc to the whole Sumeru. Please.
Closed?
They were our caravans. All the merchants...
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, raising prices won't...
Mr. Forest, we asked around. We can't keep waiting.
So the bandit... How many people were...
That crook came?
Nope.
Even if I tell...
What the heck? The Avidia Forest has creatures like that?
Is it crap?
To be honest, I'd rather... It came out of nowhere. We were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already long gone.
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course!
I just realized what it will be a nice fitting music for this.
Not only that, but you'll...
Enough.
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen, we specifically got someone to assess. If you're interested, you can...
All right. We'll go and have a...
Can we... No, we can't. What is happening at the gate of this place?
It's fast. 10 of us might not. Didn't the academy... Our salary...
just want them gone.
After the goods were stolen. It turns out that, however, the caravan carrying whatever the case.
What is gonna happen in front of the gate of the city that we needed?
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot. We don't normally. It only shows up.
Okay, so we need to find a mechanical crab.
However, it apparently once it's stashed.
Mechanical crab.
How are things?
We learned of its assuming normal. If I were it, but it only.
Right.
So. Do you have any more?
Yes, I. Oh.
Hope you don't need to clear this whole segment. Yeah, I hope so. Just like Nilu's quest.
You're right.
I hope I don't need to clear the whole segment.
This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our...
We don't need anything. We'll also need to...
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to... Once it appears,
Okay, wait, hold on. My family members are calling me for some reason. Are we done? What is so important? And what is happening over this? Okay, it's happening over here. What's happening over there that it's stopping us from fighting Balladeer? The mechanical crab? Oh, is he taking up the space? Where's the crab? Oh, speaking of Nintendo, I watched Point Crow's real life Mario Party. That was so fun. That was so funny, man.
Trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter. Okay, this Sumpter Beast isn't familiar with.
It was 4 hours long, but it was pretty cool to watch.
Beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it.
The Sumpter Beast. No! We have to follow this slow ass?
Why did it stop?
And we have to feed it?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry. The caravanners grew disheartened after their goods were...
Alright, it's moving.
Oh shit, let's go. On stream or a VOD? It's a VOD that is 4 hours long. The stream was 4 hours long too.
Did you?
No, there's the crab.
Is that the mechanical crab that carried?
It looks strong. Be...
Scatter! This may hurt a little. With all my strength. Sharing my knowledge. Hey!
Springboard!
Random Busher, go! Random Busher, go! Random Busher, go! Yo, Luna, hello! It doesn't seem to understand us, so... After searching some time, I think Nadi finds some goods on the mechanical crab stove.
Stolen item.
It looks so sad. Oh my god, this crab is so cute.
You came from the depths of the contaminated region. If you take us there, I'll give you some...
It reacted!
Yes, I did get Nahida. It only took me 130 plus rolls, and also including a gem pack that I bought. So, yeah.
It can't be...
Okay, so you want
costed
the
me a lot.
crab to lead us in...
That's right. The contaminated... If we charge... I've been studying...
Paimon gets it.
It doesn't have to. I gave it some components that it...
Yeah, because I lost the 50-50. Guess what? Who came up? It was a cryo Nahida.
It seems to...
Listen,
a cryo zombie Nahida. Chi-Chi. I got Chi-Chi.
I'm not sure, but we should return.
Are we done? Quest location? Which quest location? Oh my god. You don't have Chi-Chi, you want one? I mean, Chi-Chi is kind of weird. She skills off attack for healing, right? So you have to put attack on her. I don't know how exactly her healing works, because I have Kokomi and I'm completely fine using just Kokomi. Okay, here are your stolen goods. Oh, yep. Those are the mechanics. Yeah, exactly. I really got them back.
Two is enough. No need.
Reward.
But those parts I retrieve. Oh, and
noted.
Let's return to the village.
Is the place free now? Can I now go and fight the thing? What? I'm already skipping so much dialogue. Come on, man. How are you doing, Luna? It has been so long. Hope you're doing well. I did see you at the end of the first stream. Yeah, you were late. You were indeed late.
Oh, hi there, traveler.
Hey, go late.
Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment.
No need.
Oh.
But once I'm done, you can. He gets a little nerve. I'll go prepare the medication.
How is he? Doing? That's wonderful. Oh yeah. He asked Suna didn't get mad.
It's nothing.
Of course I did.
Yes, I'm leaving everything. Many things. Deal with problems.
It's right. All right, Master, traveler, Paimon.
Don't worry.
It'll be all right. You put two. Let's return and.
Find the clip again. Oh wait, we're done. We're done. Okay. Here's the real. This is where the real thing starts. What the fuck? The thing is inside the sanctuary. Why did we need to come out? What was in this location and that location that is so important to this? I need to find out. Why? You think good? School is hitting you really hard. Honestly, at this point, you just want to skip school? What? Is it the subjects? Is it maths? Alright, let's go. Serious time. Nahida! So, tell me again what part of that segment for Tignali's quest that was so important that they took up this... What space did they take up?
What is this place? Is this really the way we need to go?
What is this? Why is there a steam engine?
Wow. Who would have thought there'd be a place like this hidden right slap bang in the middle of the city? The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. The safest and most convenient way would be to build within the academia itself. That's true. They were already hiding one god, so why not two?
Why not?
Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. The sages really saw the god creation plan as their ultimate goal. But this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed by the academia alone. The Fatui under the Doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of technological support.
Oh, that's why it doesn't look like Sumeru technology. It's to help one of their own harbingers become a god after all.
Yeah, or else they wouldn't have been that generous. Is that it though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the academia sages. He doesn't seem to share their sense of urgency. Instead of being interested in the end product, it's like he's enjoying the experimental process. The Fatui Harbingers are all such weirdos. So, the
doctor being weird is actually normal.
So, this Fatui that they're trying to turn into a god is called the Balladeer?
Yep.
We had previously come into contact with his consciousness. He harbors particularly strong obsessions.
Oh, obsessions for killing people who betrayed him by dying. I don't know why that is. How many gods are there in total? I think at least 7. 1 for each region. But I think that are there more gods up in the Celestia? There might be. Yeah. 1 from each region. So we still have Natlan, Fontaine, and of course we know Schnetzia. Hold on, I gotta listen to this. Okay. Yeah, there were more gods. Zonli smited all of them that was in in Liyue or something like that. And then the wolf wanted to become a god, but then he got owned, so he didn't become a god. Stuff like that. Yeah. A lot happened.
One is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for one.
Oh yeah, it was the god at the start of the game, the one that was using cubes. Wasn't she also a god? Sort of a god?
The other obsession is probably related to his past. I can't quite explain it.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger. That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that temper and ego of his.
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well.
Oh yeah, we have had a few encounters, but none of them were pleasant.
I see. Tell me more about him and what he's like. The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation.
So he was outcasted by his own mother, Raiden Shogun, and then later he also had a friend, a human friend, who they made promises of something like being friends forever. But then the human died, and he blamed the human for dying and breaking the promises because he died. And then now he's really mad about the whole humanity, and then he wants to kill everyone or something like that. Something along those lines.
I see. How fascinating.
Is it though? Is it though?
Alright, time to go. Let's get through here and meet him in person.
Let's go! You're not the Balladeer.
Time to work. No more rats.
Leave him! Roll!
Propagate!
Here!
Time to fulfill my duty.
This dance is for you!
The Temple of Wisdom!
Whoa!
My duty.
Send this quickly.
Germinate!
This isn't good.
Let's move out.
Oh. But wait, what's down here? Oh. I thought it was a down here. I thought there might be something there. I can technically climb up anything I want. As long as it's vertical like this thing. Oh. Never mind. Can I just take a second to marvel this feat of engineering, whatever this is? It looks like furnace. Oh, I thought it's a lift. Is it not lift? It looks like a lift. Okay. Whoa. Very Very cool.
The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it.
What do you mean by messed up? It looks right. What do you mean? It looks like a pattern. Nani nani? Nani kore? Do I hop onto this? I assume so. Do we hop down here? What? What? Ah! The inertia! No! I still could go from here again. No. Ugh. I didn't know there was gonna be inertia. I thought I would just hop off and go straight and not like actual physics where I go sideways. God damn it. You can wait for it to stop? Wait, it stops? Oh.
No more words. Hold the line. This way, Perilu.
Scatter!
With all my strength.
Don't drop now.
I guess.
Oh, this pattern. Oh. Okay. Okay. This is some Paper Mario shit. Oh, puzzles. I like puzzles.
You'll get frostbite.
Rebit. I see everything.
Propagate!
Positions. Make yourselves at home. Hey.
Scatter!
Oh, chest! Yes. Gems? No gems. There we go. Wait, what? Am I supposed to fly there? But you're telling me to do this. Come over here.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
Couldn't I just fly there? If I had Kazuha, I could have just flown there, right? God damn it. Oh, chest! Oh. Ah. Okay. I think we're going the right way. And we need to hop off here and jump over there. No! No! Oh, thank God.
Propagate!
Here. The Temple of Wisdom. Grow, grow, grow.
Let's go. Easy. Oh, there we go. You just saw a video where this streamer wants to do a C6 Archon fight with the bosses. The Archons together was scary. Yeah, of course they would be scary. Because they're like a few of the strongest units. I mean, Venti is strong, but I mean, not very though. Right? But C6 Archon team? Oh my god, that's a lot of money, man. Wait, hold on. Is it? Ooh, wait. Is there something wait a second. Wait. Do we just miss our ride? Wait. How? Oh, we can summon the next one. Ah. Okay, I want to know what's behind here. There's nothing behind here. I didn't need to do this at all. Okay. Okay. Just to kill my curiosity. That's all. All right, and now wait. Oh, there it is. Alright, cool. C6. Oh, you have to pull 7. And in the worst case scenario of like losing all 50-50s, oh shit.
Let's begin. Allow me.
Here.
Some quiet. Make yourselves at home. Everyone hop in.
Run. Scatter.
Here.
Looks like
You need to hurry up. Hold the line.
An unfortunate fault.
Ow, ow. That hurts. That really hurts.
And with the waves. This might hurt a little.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use Nahida as on-field DPS. That really hurt. Wait, what? How is this not the pattern? Oh, it's not. It's actually not the pattern. Never mind. I'm dumb. Bing bong. Oh. 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 Very cool. Oh, we're going up. Oh. Nahida is the strongest even though her burst needs to be activated by another person? Yeah. I would say so. It's purely because how Dendro reacts, right?
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion or already completed.
I've already seen him control the weather.
Oh no. What should we do? Paimon can't imagine how hard it would be to fight against a Fatui Harbinger with a Gnosis.
Are you nervous, Paimon?
If you really want to know. Of course Paimon's nervous. Aren't you too, Nahida?
Nah, she's a god. Gods never get nervous.
Yes, I am.
Oh.
This is probably the first time I faced with a calamity of this degree since my birth. I feel not just nervous, but curious as well.
Curious? Curious about what?
Curiosity kills the cat. Stop.
Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and everything that happens to us is considered knowledge. And if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be understood. However, only fate is about that which has yet to occur, so it has always drawn my curiosity.
Paimon literally does nothing in battle. I would like to imagine one day in a few years, Paimon will become a playable character and that'll be cool as fuck. Not in this little child form, but maybe in a grown-up form, I don't know.
So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that happen to them. It all brings me great satisfaction. And now,
Paimon
at
banner.
long last, I'm not just an observer anymore. I will personally experience my own fate with you by my side. Isn't this such a wonderfully exciting thing?
Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon thinks she understands what you're feeling.
We won't lose.
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
What? She's right behind the... What? What was... I barely moved? Oh, hey. Oh, hey.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Boer, the god of wisdom.
Boer?
And standing beside you, the traveler.
Hi.
He all-knowing and powerful now, like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him.
Oh, good.
But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
What?
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title.
Okay, what do we call you now?
My spirit ascended to divinity. I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
Shoki no Kami is your name now.
Aura. It really feels like a god's.
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power supply.
Oh. Wait. So you're saying the Gnosis is a little bit like the arc reactor that the Iron Man uses? Because it's also in the middle of the chest.
How much effort and resources did the sages put into this?
A lot.
From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed. It's no exaggeration to say, this is the culmination of human wisdom.
You sure are something. Dishing out compliments at a time like this?
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Nope. Same old Balladeer on the inside.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every Gnosis brought forth into this world. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such power, and the thrill of anticipation for our contention.
Nahida wouldn't feel the same things as you!
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between gods? Lowly creature, know your place!
Okay, hands off. Yep, still the same old Balladeer.
The strife engraved upon a Gnosis. You're talking about the Archon War. Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally participate in the Archon War, but the way I see it, all those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws. There's no point in bringing it up again.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity to personally participate in the Archon War. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who does not crave power. No wonder your own people have abandoned you, god of wisdom.
But from now on, Nahida's followers will only continue to increase in numbers.
Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantial.
Wow!
This is where everything ends, Boer, the god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, where your only option is to face me in combat.
Okay.
Come!
No.
Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War. Come and inaugurate my birth as a god.
No. Oh shit, there we go.
Perish!
Oh.
Scatter!
Hey!
Feeble human!
Temple of Wisdom!
Pick up energy blocks?
With all my strength! Billowing surge!
Insignificant pest!
Okay.
Commit it to memory.
I don't know what I will. Whoa. Oh! Did I feel a QTE or something? Oh. Yes, Paimon, you are helping. You have a lower body? What the? Whoa! How am I supposed to hit you? How do I touch? What? That is big. Yo! Oh shit! We go. Ah! Oh god! Oh shit! How do I?
Burn to oblivion!
Burn!
Spring forth!
Share my knowledge!
Wait, whoa! Where did you go? Whoa, 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 whoa! What are these? Oh, they're bombs. Okay, all right. I don't know what I'm doing.
Tremble!
How do I hit you?
Reality?
Whoa!
Is pain.
Oh! It was just survive until you get to this. Oh, okay. Why can't we ever do that? I want to do that. Ooh. Oh shit, it's the Kamehameha. Nahida? No!
This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal.
I'm not mortal.
You're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
Oh! No! Wait, did that fail?
The data collection is almost complete.
What?
Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me?
What? Did you just pull a Doctor Strange on him? I have calculated it's 500 million futures, and all of them you tried to take my nose.
168th loop.
Oh, only 168.
Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sabzerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
Let's go!
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me?
The moment you spoke to me. Oh, at that, even before that. Okay. What?
You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
This little trick is gonna beat your ass.
Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
Oh.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that.
Are we gonna go to level 100 now?
Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god.
Nice. But what are they supposed to do? It's not that they can go against the false god himself to try out things, right?
All of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Oh, are we gonna try theirs? Okay.
Meaningless tricks won't save you.
Let's go! Go. Oh. What? How do we come out unscathed? Oh, because he missed.
Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I'll leave this to you. The first sage. A Boer.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait, hold on.
I am the all-knowing...
So that cutscene that they showed in the trailer didn't happen. So they put an Avenger shit where they put trailers of stuff that actually didn't happen. That Nahida wasn't in the trailer of the cutscene. Oh shit! Okay.
God.
Rebuild. The Temple of Wisdom.
Where are you? Ow! Ow!
This dance is for you.
Yo, DSJ, what's up? I am busy killing this bad boy. Hold on. Oh, okay. Wait, hold to aim? How do I hold to aim?
Reality is pain.
What? How the? What? Wait, what am I supposed to do? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. What am I supposed to do? Oh, this. Oh shit. That's cool, man.
Good riddance, cruel world.
Did you just summon Dalamut?
Allow me.
What are you doing?
Propagate. Here.
Okay, I can't hit you.
I see everything.
Does that hit you? No, it doesn't hit you. Wait, how do I hit you then? Wait, how do I hit you? Wait, whoa. I can't hit you! What am I supposed to do? What? I cannot hit it! Tap the skill.
Your new god awakens!
Strategy needed.
Now, your eyes have been opened. Propagate!
Let's play Pendulous.
Filth!
Hold the line. Here.
Kneel!
Oh god, I'm dying so much. Stop. What? No, stop. Stop it. At least I got the achievement? Yep, at least I got the achievement. Hey, that's something, right?
Reality is pain!
Oh, I was supposed to save it for this one. Oh no. Oh, spicy. Oh, what's over there?
Allow me.
It's okay. I'll just do it anyways.
To oblivion!
Ow. Oh, run. Oh, get. Run. Ow. How do I? Oh, there's one more there. Oh! Oh! One side!
Humans. Filthy humans.
Cup your rage, man.
No! Wait! Please! Anything but the Gnosis!
That's right, we're gonna take the last thing that you know of your mom and we're gonna take it away from you.
That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
Oh. Oh, there he goes.
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery.
The Gnosis?
Irminsul is still waiting to be saved.
Oh, right.
With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Oh?
This is... That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Do we get to see it?
Huh. This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata to be as polluted as this.
Polluted? Wait, so... Oh, she read the forbidden knowledge?
Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even I don't completely understand.
Oh yeah, let me tell you more. I don't... It corrupts
Your
you,
inference
right? Or something
seems
like that.
logical enough. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Deshret's self-sacrifice, and Greater Lord Rukkhadevata nearly exhausting her power.
Ah.
Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago.
Yeah, the timeline doesn't match. Yeah, it doesn't match.
But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time, with Irminsul itself already in danger.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by forbidden knowledge pollution, then does that mean, in order to save us, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Absorb the knowledge.
Yes. It's very possible that she sacrificed her life in the fight against forbidden knowledge. She didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the pollution would have been far more rampant over these past 500 years. The way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge may very well be due to her restoration of Irminsul.
What? What happened?
Do you feel sad, Nahida?
I'm just sharing her pain. The pollution of her consciousness here is severe. There is madness, chaos, and pain all around us.
What?
Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible conditions, all the way up to her last breath? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow.
Do you mean the world forget me thing?
Yes. Her words were distorted by forbidden knowledge, so that's all we could hear.
Oh, interesting.
But now, we have a chance to find the answer to this mystery. We can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the right path to meet with our lucid consciousness. And then, we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth in person.
But we can use that truth to save everyone.
Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our own consciousness while we are here. Even with the Gnosis' protection, we must always keep a clear mind. Otherwise, we could go mad at any moment.
Got it.
That's so scary.
Don't worry. It should be easy enough for you to keep that mind of yours clear, Paimon. Let's go.
Are you saying she's an airhead? I'm sorry, sir. What is that? What the heck was that achievement?
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness.
What?
Which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling towards. If we lose...
Wow.
If we lose what? Why would you cut? What?
Been affected
God,
by them.
I hate you, Paimon. Why did you cut her off? Do I have to fight you guys?
Propagate!
Hold the line. Here.
Everyone hold hands.
Ooh, that hurts.
Sharing my knowledge.
Ow, ow, ow. You, stop.
Grow. Allow me. Positions. All eyes on me.
You've watched enough Moon Knight to know where this is going. Yep, somebody's gonna die.
Propagate!
You and your stupid shield! There we go. Alright. What do we have here?
Rebuild. Here.
I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
Spring forth! Propagate!
Covenant of the Deep. Look! A four-leaf sigil has appeared in the sky.
The what? Oh, those things. Whee! Whee! Wahoo! Hey, dude. Pardon me?
Allow me.
Commit it to memory.
Positions.
There we go. We're going on a ship. Let's go. Oh shit, you're helping me.
This dance is for you.
Ow, ow. What?
Temple of Wisdom.
Oh. What? What was that?
Scatter!
Hold the line.
There we go. Is that all? No, there's more.
Follow my strength.
Ow. I'm stuck.
Propagate!
Grow. Torrent, bring refuge. To control the boat of consciousness,
The sky here is so
you need to find
cool.
the helm first.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like the end of days are gonna come. Oh, I'm gonna die here. What? Oh, yeah. Okay. I will become Pirate King and obtain the One Piece.
Judging from the current route, the boat of consciousness will soon take us out of here.
How would you know that? Is that Dalamud? Every time I see a red moon, I think Dalamud. Why the thrilling tales on Kokomi? Oh, because it doesn't really matter what I put.
Destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
I seem... Well, some strange thoughts have come time to time, but I seem to be okay now.
But everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
It's mostly because I do not have the donut. That's why I have the thrilling tales on Kokomi.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
I hope so.
Are you saying you've never met Greater Lord Rukkhadevata before?
No. It seems that my birth and her death took place at the same time. Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance, and I could have done a better job.
Hey, you've done a great job, Nahida. Let's get out of this creepy place and go meet her.
Are we out yet? Are we there yet? I think we're there.
So, is this the place
Whoa!
you were talking about?
Oh, this place!
The base of Irminsul?
I remember this place. Now let's start of Sumeru, when we went to a dream sequence.
Well, this is the place.
Ah, yes, it's the same place from my memories.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Right.
But the one standing over there is...
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
Is that me? She looks exactly like me. Are you Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance?
I can't believe it, you two look exactly the same.
Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
Uh-huh. Oh.
We're of the same nature.
Because you are me, and I am you.
Yeah, okay, that doesn't explain stuff. You're not helping.
You are me in the new samsara.
Oh, Samsara. Oh no. Flashback to FGO. Samsara. Oh no.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form.
I have no idea how trees work. I don't know if that's how trees work, but I'm just gonna take your word for it.
I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
So this is the connection between you two. The Lesser Lord Kusanali and the Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Oh yeah, it will take a few hundred or a few thousand years. I'll be dead by then. But you're gonna grow up and become a great
Though we share the same
Archon.
nature, our fates are bound to be different.
Oh.
All things have their own fate.
So you're telling her that she might not be a great Archon.
When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, very good. It's also precisely why you won't become like me.
Really?
But perhaps you may become an even greater Archon than I.
Keyword here is perhaps. May.
I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to will be yours alone.
Hydrate. Got it.
Along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
I have faith in her. She'll definitely become a great Archon.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling of the meaning of wisdom.
Nope.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired was in fact myself in another fate. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. I've always wanted to meet you.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked forward to talking with you.
Aww.
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me? And what exactly happened when you died?
Ah, I see. You're here seeking answers, right?
No, we're just here to greet you, to see you, and we'll be on a jolly way. Nice to see you. Nice meeting ya.
Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this.
I knew it. The Conria catalysm.
At that time,
Cataclysm.
the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had a more important task to attend to. I had to protect Irminsul. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge.
Oh.
At that very moment, with my consciousness connected to Irminsul, I sensed something was wrong. The pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached Irminsul, it was already displaying signs of corruption. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly is forbidden knowledge?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world, and a form of truth that can't be understood. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even I could never understand it. The world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all kinds of bad phenomena.
Oh, so something like an antimatter. So what an antimatter is like exactly a polar opposite replica of the regular matter. But when you put antimatter and matter together, they go kaboom and disappear and explode. I guess maybe that's it. Or maybe it's just some kind of poison. Who knows?
If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul, I'm afraid the entirety of Tevat could fall apart.
So, there's knowledge that even the God of wisdom can't understand?
Nope.
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with my strength alone.
Yeah, I think it's just the abyss.
Which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom and named it the Akasha.
Wow.
It's truly the world's most amazing invention.
Truly.
Thank you. For a long time, I thought dreams were the fruit of human wisdom. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha. Then I compiled their wisdom and all of my own power.
Well, did it work?
Did it?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden knowledge was cleared from Irminsul.
Ooh.
But things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. I had a terrible headache, which gave me an uneasy feeling. And then I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. It brought me knowledge and wisdom, but vile corruption as well.
So you severed yourself from the Irminsul?
From the very beginning, my existence had been polluted by the forbidden knowledge.
Oh no. How could that happen?
I've experienced that pain in your consciousness. It must have been a horrible experience.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. The important thing was that even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, meaning that the forbidden knowledge couldn't ever be permanently eradicated.
Oh.
And there's no way for me to eliminate myself. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next samsara and left a trail of clues. all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my pollution from Irminsul forever.
Wait. We're burning the tree down.
Wait. No, I can't.
Oh, the rain! Here we come!
So you realize what that implies. You are very smart indeed. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. And as you've realized just now, removing me from Irminsul means I essentially will never have existed in this world. But this is the only way to save Irminsul.
Oh, no, we're just removing her. Okay, I thought we were burning the whole tree down.
People love you so much, and they've missed you so much over the past 500 years. I am exactly the same. So how can we just forget you like this?
It's okay, I'll remember.
Is there really no other way? There must be something else I can do.
For those who have been watching Psycho Mod 100, doesn't it remind you of someone?
You're the god of wisdom, Booer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so cruel. I don't want to forget you.
Sucks, man.
No need to feel so sad, Booer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally finding the answer. These are the words in their entirety. The answer you've been seeking all along. Let the world completely forget me.
No!
We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness.
That's why she was crying in the
I'm
tree.
the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people.
Oh! Oh, there is Kole too.
Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
You alright, Nahida?
I'm alright. I'm just a little confused.
What are you confused about?
We've just saved the world, right?
Uh-huh.
So why am I crying?
Don't tell me.
I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. But I feel very sad.
Do you still remember what happened just now?
Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Irminsul consciousness from 500 years ago. Then, we removed the remaining pollution from Irminsul.
I knew it. We still remember. Fuck! No! No! It's gonna hurt. Did I manage to remember because I was not from this world? Yeah.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Paimon doesn't seem to remember either. Has everyone really forgotten Greater Lord Ruka Devata? Should I tell them the truth? Oh, I guess not. I guess we can't. What's the sound? I feel super sleepy. Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh. Oh.
Huh? That sound. Traveler! Paimon!
Why did Paimon get affected?
I've been waiting here far too
Oh,
long.
the dog. Oh, shit.
But finally, I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
Didn't you sail away?
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As I expected, it doesn't have any effect on gods. This is the only thing of interest I found among the sage's research. I thought I'd take it for a little spin.
You asshole.
Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I actually killed them. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do anything dangerous that could potentially damage our relationship.
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru. Why are you here again now?
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed in Sumeru.
What?
Even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of cognition. How disappointing.
What?
You mean there are many different versions of you in this world?
Did he clone himself?
An astute guess.
Oh.
Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives of how I observed the world.
Oh.
Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the current world doesn't satisfy me. It lacks an important dimension.
So how many copies of you are there?
So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent individuals.
So for however long you lived, that's how many copies of there you are, or less than that?
That's all there
shit.
is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
Crazy.
It's an insult to the very concept of life. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist. They can't be broken on a whim.
Good. Amazing, even. Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself from a different period.
Since you were in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well have stopped us and helped that fake god.
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in the middle of an experiment?
Would a staff member ever help the subject in the... Yeah?
It was my experiment. So why should I interfere with the results?
What?
The Academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal, yet you only saw it as an ordinary experiment. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. How would you have faced your own god then? Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome. But you're right. And that's exactly why I'm disappointed with the conclusion of this experiment.
Wow,
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions than a typical scholar.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. They just don't fit your standards, that's all. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's time to tidy up the equipment and reclaim any useful materials.
What are you doing?
For example, the Gnosis.
No!
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides, you have no way to use that Electro-Gnosis in battle.
You're gonna kick the baby? How dare you?
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you intend to take it by force now.
I'm merely stating a fact. After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect and dignity to the God of Wisdom.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but...
But? Nahida?
What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the heavenly principles?
Wait, what heavenly principles?
Awaken the heavenly principles?
What? What's that?
Do you think that's really possible?
The heavenly principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat and all the laws.
Is this new information? I feel this is new information.
Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the heavenly principles? And if so, how do the Fatui plan to deal with the consequences?
This is a new information.
Do you dare to gamble such a possibility with me?
Gamble? How surprising. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. The word gamble is the last thing I expected to hear.
It's mentioned before in Zoni's Archon Quest. That was so long ago. I don't remember.
But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always been my principle and is an essential trait as an experimenter. Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility. So tell me then, what are your conditions?
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru.
So you're gonna let him have it?
But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow Harbingers.
So you're not gonna give it to him?
Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events, shouldn't you pay the corresponding price?
Price? Interesting. What price would you have me pay?
How about erasing all your other segments?
Oh, a great prize.
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the Nation of Wisdom. What you request of me is like plucking out the eyes I have placed in the dimension of time. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and now. Bravo. A suitably wise decision on your part.
Very wise. I bet he's gonna do a... But no, you.
Yes. How very interesting. Can I assume that you have long been wary of me? Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea wouldn't have worked. What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of their doubts and endless arguments.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace with yourself. Being as smart as you are, have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
Oh. Oh.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
Wait, so if we ever get a playable version of the Doctor, he's gonna be the selfish version? Fuck. Oh, I don't want him on my team now.
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives.
Unless he
perhaps it's
managed
best
to create
say
more? Yeah.
You're just temporarily ahead.
That was what I was thinking, like, couldn't he just create more? But then he said that, oh, it's gonna take a lot of time and effort and rare materials. I'm like, okay, I guess that will like either distract him, put him out of order for a bit, or make him a lesser threat. So I'm like, okay, that's fine.
But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I can see your remaining honesty.
What did she do?
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
What?
How could I have been so
short-sighted? You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again.
So he can communicate with his other clones just like that? Wow, that's amazing.
There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have no interest in being rejected by this city for a third time. Another chess piece. And where is your dendronosis?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for the Gnosis of Sumeru, is there?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the Seeker? Oh, judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're the god of wisdom, how about I exchange some knowledge with you?
Ooh.
People exchanging knowledge with the god of wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the god of wisdom's property.
Hey, Boop. How are you doing? I hope your holiday has been great too. I heard you went to Singapore, yeah?
Arrogant as that is, it has piqued my interest.
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Oh.
Huh?
Oh. Have we heard that? Is that new information? I don't think I remember. I'm gonna say it's new information
That's
to
the
me.
secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth of this world. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be time for me to say goodbye.
It was 1.1 limited event. That is actually very, very long time ago. Did I even do the event? I don't remember.
With negotiations, we've all gotten
Hey,
what we
Crapaka.
wanted. I'm
With
very
Scaramouche in
glad
it.
I got to meet you like this.
Yeah, I haven't have the faintest of clue. No, I don't think I remember.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Oh, yes, conveniently we don't get to hear this part. We get to hear everything before that, but not this one. Secrets and dark truths flow the mind of the wise, then everything falls silent. Several days later...
Together! Okay. Wake him up.
What?
Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up!
Good morning.
Good morning! How are you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going out now, right?
That's right. On that day, we lost consciousness in battle. When we woke up, we found ourselves in Gandharva. Yeah, Tignali and Kali were looking after us. I heard that it was Sino who brought us here. Tignali complained that Sino was always sending people to him, but he has taken a great care of us. After completely exhausting ourselves, we had a good rest here. After a few days, we finally recovered enough to be able to go back out. From what Tignali and Kale have said, the Akasha has been turned off completely. The people of Sumeru will no longer rely on it. Such a big change will certainly affect the people's lives, but it will definitely be a good thing.
Come on, Traveler, let's go!
Let's go! What the fuck was that wall of text? Ah! What do I have to do again? Both their quests. Okay, great.
First, get into this.
Great.
This.
Very, very great. Well, I don't think we have much time left either ways. But
like that.
with the tiny bit of time we have now, I don't know which one is gonna finish first. How long are these acts that I have to do? They're pretty long, right? Maybe I'll just do it on my own time. And then tomorrow we'll finish this because I'll be late. I'll be late to home tomorrow. So we won't be streaming a lot tomorrow. We'll just finish up our Thailand trip, like clip review. Finish this up, hopefully, tomorrow. And then be done with it. And then Friday, we're gonna play Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon. I've chosen Pokemon Violet. I've pre-ordered Pokemon Violet. We'll be playing that. I haven't chosen a starter yet, though. I have not chosen a starter yet. I'm thinking the Wheat Cat. I'm split between the Wheat Cat and the Crocodile. I'm not sure yet. Maybe we'll roll a dice. Maybe I'll do a poll. Who knows? But yeah. On Kyato, yes. But I did see a tiny bit of the leak. I saw that the cat did indeed become bipedal. Yep. The cat is now bipedal. God dang it. The crocodile, on the other hand, became on 4 legs. So that was that was weird. And a bunch of other leaks, which I can't go into great detail of. So I wouldn't go into it. But anyways, that's about it for me for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let's see who we can raid right now. You're gonna pick Fuecoco and not evolve them? Yeah. How am I? Man, I feel like I want to get all the starters, but who knows? Oh, Monty is streaming. That's rare. For Coco is cute. I know. I feel like all the starters are cute. I'm not sure about the final evolution. That I have to see for myself. Maybe on Friday when it's actually legal, it's actually good enough to see like what we can do. But anyways, we're ready Montimon. She's playing Arkham Dark Knight. And that's gonna be it from me for tonight. See you tomorrow for Thailand clip review, the final few days. And of course, we're gonna finish up Genshin. See you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys Friday for Pokemon. And have a good night, good day wherever you are. See you soon. Take care. Hydrate. Sleep well. Bye. Alright.